Two balls and a strike to count on Taylor. Reyes fires, swinging a drive, deep left field. This is way back. Walk the ball. Left Taylor.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into DodgerHeads, presented by DodgerBlue.com. My name is Jeff Spiegel, joined today by Scott Geirman. And look, the Dodgers have had some weird news breaks throughout the season at the most random times. And this week we got another one. Daniel Hudson has his option for 2023 picked up, and they add a team option onto the end of that for 2024. Hudson will make $6.5 million next year. The Dodgers get a player option for 2024 that can be up to $6.5 million, depending on appearances and innings pitched, etc. That's according to Jeff Passan and then confirmed by Fabian Ardai. This is a guy who will be 36 in March, Scott. He tore his ACL in late June. Were you surprised by this move from the Dodgers?
No, I really, they've done this with a few relievers in the past. I think it's fantastic. I love this move for them. Daniel Hudson was he was phenomenal. You know, when the Dodgers needed a reliever at the back end, he was there. I love this move. I think adding that extra year will, give them some option later on. I like that, him at the back end, veteran reliever. He's been fantastic. Nothing's wrong with his arm, just his knee. You know how those go. ACLs are good. So yeah, I love it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, 25 appearances this year for Hudson, 24 and a third innings, 2.22 ERA, a 53% ground ball rate, a 31% strikeout rate. I mean, that is elite across the board. And as you said, it's an ACL. It's not an elbow. It's not a shoulder. The reports have said the Dodgers are hopeful he will be ready for next season. But if you think about how good he was, and if you think that he can come back to some similar level of performance, $6.5 million next year is a fantastic deal. And if you can get another $6.5 million deal after that, that's a team option with no pressure that's on you. Like if he ends up sucking next year or gets hurt or whatever, then you don't have to worry about it. It's a great option for the Dodgers. They did the same thing with Treinen. When Treinen was injured, they kind of picked up his team option for next year and then tacked on one more after that. Dodgers have tons of money coming off the books as well. So that's not really an issue. It leads me to ask, though, Scott, how are you feeling about the bullpen next year? Because I'll be honest, when I look at the names that the Dodgers already have signed for 2023, and I know, look, we got 2 weeks left in this season and the postseason. We're not trying to look too far ahead, but for 2023, this is the bullpen as it stands. You've got Blake Treinen, Evan Phillips. Now you've got Daniel Hudson, Graterol, Vesia, Almonte, Gonzalez. If you want a little Jimmy Nelson action in your life, he's got a $1.1 million team option. I mean, just from a foundational level, to have Treinen, Graterol, Phillips, Vesia, Almonte, and Hudson at the back. I mean, I should say at the back. That's like 6 arms. That's an impressive stable of guys the Dodgers will have headed into the offseason.
Yeah, this feels real reminiscent of what they've done in recent years. Stack it at guy with guys at the back end who can pitch at the back end. And, then that pushes guys, further down the list. Guys that were in the 8th go to the 7th, guys in the 7th go to the 6th. So it just gives you a bunch of options. I like that variability. That works a lot. That will help out a bunch. Depth purposes, I think it's fantastic. And this Daniel Hudson move, given the, perhaps he falters maybe a tiny bit, he's not ready, then you have another option for 2024, and it's cheap. The price on relievers at the moment, we don't want to see the Dodgers handing out. We love when players get paid, but we don't want back end bullpen guys who are pitching in middle innings or even at the back end making upwards of $15 million a year.
Yeah. For the Dodgers, Craig Kimbrell will be a free agent. I think we can all bank on that he will not be back with the Dodgers. One name to keep an eye on would be Chris Martin. He seems to have enjoyed his time with the Dodgers from a on-field success level and kind of fits into a lot of the models that the Dodgers have. If you add him there, I just actually don't know if there's anything else you need to do on that front. But it's like you said, this prevents them from having the Craig Kimbrell, Kenley Jansen type contracts, $13, $14, $15 million a year long term. Instead, you get a $6.5 million 1-year deal for Hudson, who, by the way, if Hudson misses the first month, even 2 months of next season, who cares? Like, if you're the Dodgers, all you care about is will he be healthy for the second half of next season and into the postseason, which, as you pointed out, with an ACL, you probably feel pretty good about, especially if you're giving him this contract having monitored his rehab for the last 3 months. So again, the headline here, Dodgers pick up Daniel Hudson's team option for 2023, and in exchange for guaranteeing that, they get a team option for 2024 that can be up to $6.5 million depending on appearances, innings pitched, etc. So if he doesn't pitch a whole lot next year, then the 2024 option becomes even cheaper. Again, he will be 36 in March. That does need to be said. That is relevant to this conversation, but I think you and I agree. We like this move. Hudson, great pitcher for the Dodgers when he was healthy this year. Again, 2.22 ERA on the season. So there you have it. Daniel Hudson back with the Dodgers for 1, maybe 2 more seasons. That's Scott Geirman. My name is Jeff Spiegel. As always, we appreciate you watching. Check out DodgerBlue.com, DodgerBlue1958 on social media. And of course, subscribe, ring the notification bell here on YouTube. And if you are a podcast fan, check out our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, wherever you get it. Search for DodgerHeads. Give us a like. Give us a follow. We'll greatly appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you soon. Go Dodgers.